Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to continue our discussion on the subject of strategies for competitive advantage. And today's topic for discussion is about national context, and thereafter we will go for competitive advantage. So, what do you mean by national context? If we see, we have already discussed about the concept of globalization, the meaning of globalization, what are the various advantages and disadvantages of globalization, and what are the emerging challenges faced by the modern day marketeers in a globalized era. As the basic thing while discussing globalization lies that it diminishes the physical barrier between two countries, between two communities, between two societies. It eases the financial barriers that exist between two economies, like the dollar and rupee exchange rate, and the psychological barriers. People who used to follow a particular religion, a particular tradition, a particular lifestyle, they also tend to change as they get opportunity or they get exposure towards the various culture, towards the various options, towards the various avenues offered to them by virtue of globalization. But our topic for discussion here today is about national context and how it is related to globalization. If I tell you the first instance, despite the globalization of production and markets, many of the most successful companies in the world in certain industries are still clustered in a small number of countries. So while discussing globalization, if you remember, we had discussed about in order to earn more profit or in order to reduce the cost of production, the global companies, who is called as a global company, the company which ship its base from one company to other company, which spread its operation from one country to other countries, and whose market also changes as per the need, as per the growth, and as per the demand. For example, for instance, we had given one example of Nike shoes, where the production of Nike shoes are happening in countries like Bangladesh, where cheap but skillful workers are available. Similarly, the call center business, the BPO business, that also flourishing in countries like India, where English speaking skillful workers are present and who are ready to work for the company, parent company in USA for comparatively cheaper rate, comparatively cheaper salaries. But despite of all these things, many instances are there where some of the companies are being concentrated into a certain particular region in the world. That is what called as your national context. For example, if we take the example, biotechnology and computer companies are more or less are concentrated in USA. Similarly, various types of and major electronics companies like Sony and all, they are concentrated in a country like Japan. Then chemical and engineering companies are concentrated in Germany. This suggests the concept of national context. That means the state within which a company is based may have an important bearing on the competitive position of that company in the global market. These are some of the examples that we have discussed, like biotechnology, and for computer companies, the US is the favorite place of operation. For electronics company, Japan is the favorite place of operation. Similarly, for chemical and engineering companies, Germany is one of their favorite destinations. But what is the reason? The basic reason is, if we search, then we may find that the importance of being competitive position that a company operates in a global marketplace gives us an idea about the competitive position. There is something in that particular country that provides a competitive edge to the company. That's why they usually prefer to go to such a country. So companies need to understand how national factors can affect the competitive positions. They need to identify where their most significant competitors are likely to come from and where they might want to locate certain productive activities. See, whenever there is tough competition in the marketplace, there are two ways how to deal with them. The first way is to offer your product at competitive pricing or offer your product for in a high quality manner. So for both the cases, you need certain competitive advantages or certain competitive edges over the competitors in order to provide a holistically cheaper or more qualitative product to the marketplace, or a mixture of both quality products at competitive prices, little bit of low quality product with very cheap prices, or high quality product with high prices. But in case of all these three situations, you need a competitive advantage over the competitors. Therefore, we as a company need to understand the most significant competitors and where they are located in the national grid. Similarly, what are the various avenues, what are the various alternatives that we can take care of while deciding for various productive activities. Then, what are the various attributes that provides the national environment? The first factor is factor endowments. What do you mean by factor endowments? A nation's position in factors of production such as skilled labor or the infrastructure necessary to compete in a given industry. See, for Nike shoes, I was giving you people the example of Bangladesh. Why Nike they prefer to go to Bangladesh in order to produce their shoes is because in Bangladesh people are ready to work for your company and they are fairly skillful also, and the salary that they will be taking from you is much less than the salary demanded by your own people in your own country. So obviously, if you can generate quality product at cheaper prices so that you will be able to compete in the market in a comparative price, in a competitive price, that is the first attribute the companies look for while going international. Why one should go to another company or another country to produce their own product? They can use their home turf, but still almost all the companies today they want to prefer to shift to a location at least their production plant. So obviously for selling your product you can go to any country, but for producing your product why you need to go to another country if in your country the base country or the head office is situated? The first factor that affects this decision is about factor endowments, that is the skilled labor or the infrastructure necessary to compete in a given industry. Second one is that affects the national environment is about demand conditions, the nature of home demand for the industry's product or service. You may say that in USA we have already discussed the demand for your computer is more than any other country. So obviously if in my home, at my home, the demand is more than I can provide the services to, then obviously I will be concentrating all my efforts on my home ground first. That is given by the second factor, that is demand conditions. Now coming to the third condition, that is related and supporting industries. The presence or absence in a nation of supplier industries and related industries that is internationally competitive. Who are my suppliers? What is the supply rate? How often I need those supplies, and at what price I am getting the supplies? That also affect your decision whether to shift or not to shift your production unit, whether you shift or not shift your production facilities out of your home country. That this decision also get affected by the presence and the supply rate of your suppliers. Suppose there is an important component that goes on as an supply in my product, and that supplier is not from my home country, rather it supplies from overseas. So obviously I need to spend much more in obtaining that particular object than if I'll try to build it myself. Therefore I may want to shift my production facility to that same country in order to save money as well as in order to save time. Then fourth one is farm strategy, structure and rivalry. The conditions in the nation governing how companies are created, organized, managed, and the nature of domestic rivalry. So what is the type of rivalry that is going on between the industries? See, two of the most famous rivalry in the world, better known as your Cola Wars, is between Coca-Cola company and PepsiCo, both situated in USA. But if the domestic rivalry affects your business in long term, then you need to expand the battle into different areas, different countries, different continents. How? Suppose I gave you the example of Cola Wars, that is the war between PepsiCo and the PepsiCo and Coca-Cola. So when their rivalry reached to its peak in USA, their home turf, then they wanted to expand where? To other countries in Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, etc. Therefore, as a company, you need to search for alternative ways in order to offer your products to a global market. If you are buying it your product, if you are offering your products to a global market, then obviously your product will be spreaded more, your product may become getting sold more, and as well as your company may earn more profit, as well as your market gets expanded. So if we discuss this through the pictorial explanation, this gives an idea about the national competitive advantage, how a particular country, how a particular company is drawing more customer, is drawing more demand because of the various reasons like intensity of rivalry, local demand conditions, competitiveness of related and supporting industry, as well as the factor endowments, the reason for which it is cheaper to produce in a particular company. So these are various explanations regarding the concept of national context. Now we will be discussing about managerial grid model of leadership. So what do you mean by managerial grid? See, I'll show you the diagram first, then we can discuss about this managerial grid model. So of various point of time, we came across various managerial style. What is the concept behind this managerial grid? Blake and Mouton are two social science researchers who have developed the concept of Blake and Mouton managerial grid. So here you can see, developed by R.R. Blake and J.S. Mouton, the managerial grid model helps the manager to analyze their own leadership style through a technique known as grid training. See, often a time, not every day are same, not every situation are same. So depending on the situation, depending on the condition, depending on the people with whom you are working currently, you can derive various types of managerial leadership style, which helps the company to gain profitability, to gain competitive advantages over a period of time. So what is this grid is all about? If you see, The two dimensions of concern for people on the vertical axis and concern for production on the horizontal axis is taken. If you see in this diagram, this is a graph only. So how is this graph important? This graph takes the help of two key parameters. At the bottom end or at the vertical level, you have taken the concern for production. Concern for production means the person is very much task oriented. He doesn't he doesn't think about HR policies, betterment of the people, or anything like related to people aspect. He is only concerned about production. Produce and produce more. Show me the result. The attitude is like that. Similarly, on the horizontal axis or on the y-axis, we have taken the variable of concern for people, those who are people friendly, those who think about the people, and 9 positions in each of the axes are identified. If you see here the concern for production, there are 1 to 9 number of positions. These are the markings. So suppose one person is concerned for production. If he lies in the situation number 1 or position number 1, he is very much little bit concerned about production. Similarly, it grows and up to 9 position. If he lies in 9th position, then obviously he is highly concentrated towards production. If the situation lies in somewhere between 4 to 6 or say 5, then he is not very much concerned, not least concerned. He is in between. Means averagely concerned about production process. Similarly, if in the y-axis, if we see the concern for people, this is also divided into 9 parts or 9 positions. If somebody lies in this first position, the concern for people of that type of managerial skill is very low, we can say. Means he is not at all bothered about the HR policies, people's welfare, etc. If this position lies in around 8th or 9th position, the highest one, then obviously the person is very much concerned about his own people, about the growth of his people, about the welfare of his people. And if the position lies in between 4 to 6 or say 5, then that particular person is averagely concerned about the people. Not he is very much least concerned about the people, nor he is very highly concerned about the people. He is averagely concerned about the people. So, taking these two parameters into account, what we get? We get 5 types of managerial styles. We will be discussing them individually. If we see the first position, in x-axis the position is at 1, in y-axis the position is again at 1. Means this least concerned for people as well as least concerned for production. This type of leadership style or managerial style is better known as avoidance nature. Avoidance nature means neither the person is concerned towards people nor the person is concerned towards production. So the leadership style adopted is known as your impoverished style of leadership. The opposite of impoverished style, if you can see, he is totally concerned about people, 9 and 9. 9 means in concern for people scale he is scoring 9, and in concern for production also he is scoring 9. So the opposite of impoverished style is team style. Team style means highly concentrated, highly concerned about people, highly concerned about production. Just the opposite of impoverished style. Now, the third position, if you see here, is this one. Concern for production is very high, 9, and concern for people is the lowest, 1. So the style is defined as produce or perish style. Either you produce or you are out of the business. This type of managers, they are highly concerned about production. They don't care about people. I don't care whether somebody is coming or not. I need this to be done. I am little bit concerned about the welfare of the people, the salaries of the people, their grievances. I just need business. I just need money. I just need profit. I just need high quality product. So this type of leadership is known as a produce or perish style. What is the opposite of this produce or perish style? If you see here, these type of people are very highly concerned about the people only, but very low, just one, they are concerned for production. So they don't care about production. They are very happy to go people. They are very much concerned about their own people, about the company's people. Own people means company's people. They are very popular. They are very famous. They are highly, popular amongst the people as one of the great leader. But while coming to production side, while coming to result side, result oriented, their attitude never shows their result attitude. They are result oriented. So obviously the style of operation is known as your country club style. Then the last type of leadership or managerial skill is average one. Average one means in concern for people scale they are scoring 5, and for concern for production also they are scoring 5. Means they are little bit of concerned about people as well as averagely concerned about production, both averages only. Therefore that type of leadership is known as your middle of the road style. So these are the 5 types of leadership style adopted by Blake and Mouton. So if we discuss them further, the impoverished style of leadership, as we have discussed, the first one, very little bit concerned about both people as well as production. They are neither concerned about people nor they are concerned about production. Then what is their motivation? So obviously they are working for a company in order to gain their personal benefits, like evade and elude. Therefore this impoverished style of leadership is also called as your indifferent style of leadership. See here we are discussing the indifferent or previously called as impoverished style, which is denoted by the symbol 1 and 1, evade and elude. In this style, managers have low concern for both people and production. Managers use this style to preserve job and job seniority, protecting themselves by avoiding getting into trouble. They remain in a comfortable position. They will not go into details. Just they need to save their own skin, save their own salary or save their own job. The main concern for the manager is not to be held responsible for any mistake which result in less innovation decision. See, the intention behind avoiding people or production decision is that if I will not do any work, so obviously nobody is there to challenge me, nobody is there to blame me. Therefore I will be taking a path where I will try to avoid maximum amount of work by adopting a style known as your indifferent style or impoverished style. Just I will be sitting in my cabin, just I will be signing some documents, but I am not going into the details, not regarding the production process, not regarding the people. Fine. Therefore this leadership style is known as your impoverished or indifferent style. Then coming to the second one, the country club style. The country club style is also known as your accommodating style. Accommodating style means yield and comply. What do you mean by that? This style has a very high concern for people but low concern for production. So as we have seen, country club style managerial leadership is followed by those people who are very highly concerned for their own people. They are very highly concerned, and while discussing about the production style, they are low on that. Managers using this style pay much attention to the security and comfort of the employees. It hopes that this will increase the performance. The resulting atmosphere is usually friendly but not necessarily very productive. See, there is a concept called theory X and theory Y. Theory X and theory Y states that 80% of the people in the world, they don't want to work. Therefore, and given a chance, they will try to avoid taking up their responsibility. Very few amongst us are there who love challenges, who will accept any type of task that is given to them. They will say yes to any kind of work, but the percentage of such people are very low. 80-20 rule, that is called as a 80-20 rule, and maximum 80% of the people, their first instance they will try to say is no, they will not work. Therefore, this symbol appears as theory X. The opposite of theory X is theory Y. The people who love challenges, the people who love to work, they always try to say give us more work. So the appearance is like open-handed, they are asking for more tasks. Therefore, that is called as a theory Y. So, here what we are trying to say in this country club or accommodating style is, these type of managers always think that the happy employees are productive employees, but that is not true in all cases. If you are making your people happy, that doesn't mean that they will be producing more or they will be producing more efficiently for your company. Therefore, as a manager, you need to keep a sharp eye in their performance as well, which is not followed in case of country club style. The manager here, they are very highly concerned about the welfare of the people. The basic aim is to make all the people secure and comfort, provide them the comfortness as well as security to them. But what about their performance? What about their production style? That is called as becomes as a secondary or non-existent in this type of leaders. Then coming to the third one, the dictatorial or the produce or perish style, where the manager is very highly concerned about production and he is the least concerned about the people. Therefore, it is also known as the dictatorial style of leadership. So what do you mean by that? Managers using this style also pressure their employees through rules and punishment to achieve the goals set by the company. The dictatorial style is based on theory X of Douglas MacGregor. That theory X and theory Y is given by MacGregor or Douglas MacGregor and is commonly applied by companies on the edge of real or perceived failure. This style often used in case of crisis management. See, if you remember, there are three types of leadership style. One is democratic, one is autocratic, and third one is free rein leader. Free rein leader is normally works like a impoverished style. Free rein leader means he will not go deep into the problem, deep into the challenge. He will set the goal. He will ask his manager to and give his manager the problem and ask them to consult with each other, brainstorm with each other and come up with a solution. Then the manager or the leader takes that solution from them and proceed further. That type of leadership is called as your free rein leader or laissez-faire leader. Here in this managerial grade, that is commonly associated with this impoverished style or indifferent style of leadership. The second one is democratic leader. Democratic leader always takes feedback from all members. Then they jointly discuss about the problem in order to evolve a solution to the problem and takes forward or to apply that. That is called as a democratic leader. But the third one is known as your autocratic leader. Autocratic means they are dictators. Dictators means one man army. The decision is made by a single person and it is applicable to the whole organization. The same is applicable here. The dictatorial style, where the approach is either you produce or you perish, means do or die, and to which type of workers, to which type of employees, to which type of people it is applied for. It is applied for the theory X If you remember, I was discussing some time back the concept of theory X and theory Y. 80% of the people they try to avoid taking responsibility. So those 80% falls under the category of theory X. Theory X means we need to show them the fear of punishment in order to make them work. And this type of leadership is applicable to all those companies who are in trouble. Therefore, it needs people like dictators, it needs autocratic leaders in order to carry out major work, major task in a short period of time. And this type of leadership is often used in case of crisis management. Whenever there is a crisis, this type of leadership helps the company in gaining more grounds. Then coming to the status quo. Status quo means middle of the road. They are averagely concerned about production as well as averagely concerned about people. Neither fully concerned about production nor fully concerned about people. It's a particular managerial style. Therefore, it is known as your balancing and compromising style or status quo. Managers using this style try to balance between company's goals and workers' needs. So obviously, as a manager, as an efficient manager, I need to make a balance between all these two. What are the two things? Between the goals set by the company as well as needs of the workers. By giving some concern to both people and production, managers who use this style hope to achieve suitable performance. But doing so gives away a bit of each concern so that neither production nor people needs are met. If you compare the middle one, that is middle of the road style, and team style, that is the topmost one, means highly concerned about people as well as highly concerned for production. What is the difference? Both of them are saying about equal treatment of both the objectives, like concern for people as well as concern for production. But the difference is the amount to which I can go in order to make a balance. What happens in this case, this middle of the road case, is the manager always try to make a balance between the company's goals. What is the objective? So obviously the first objective of any company is to grow itself. Then comes the story of workers or anyone. Similarly, the concern of a worker is always try to gain his personal wealth, personal money, personal comfort. So, as a manager, how I am going to make a balance between these two objectives? Therefore, one of the best solution is to provide some concern to both, to people as well as to production, and hope that this will work, but not always it happens like that. Then comes team style. Team style means highly concerned about production as well as highly concerned about people. Therefore, it is known as your sound style. Contribute and commit. In this style, high concern is paid both to people and production. As suggested by theory Y, managers choosing to use this style encourages teamwork and commitment amongst the employees. This method relies heavily on making employees feel themselves to be constructive and part of the company. See, team style explains about both concern for people and concern for production at high ranges. High ranges means you need to empower your employees, you need to provide their welfare means, as well as you need to ensure their commitment and their responsibility taking abilities in order to produce and make the company proud of themselves. That is called as the sound style of leadership or contribute and commit. Both I need to make my employee happy as well as I need to enhance the performance of the company to a highest level. And in both the cases, the theory Y, again we are coming back to the theory X and theory Y. We almost know that 80% of the people they tend to avoid work. But what about the rest 20%? They always want more work, more challenges. They are not happy with the present challenges given to them. They want bigger challenges, and we as manager need to search for those type of people and get the things done in a right perspective. We need to equally take care of their personal need so that our production process also enhances, increases and flourishes. So apart from this style, there are another two type of style which do not find a particular location but their behavior are also explained. What is that? The first one is the opportunistic style. Opportunistic style means exploit and manipulate. Manipulative style or exploitation type of managers is as per the situation you adopt a particular style. See this. Individuals using this style, which was added to the grid theory before 99, do not have a fixed location in the grid. They adopt whichever behavior offers the greatest personal benefit. See, opportunistic is a person who takes his personal benefit as the priority and he works towards achieving his personal objective. He tries to find out opportunity in various situations. So this type of leadership is known as your exploit and manipulate style of leadership. So the individuals who uses this style, they do not adopt any particular, these 5 behaviors are fixed, but these people, they do not adopt any particular style. Rather, as per the situation, they may adopt any one of the style. That is called as your opportunistic style, but in order to gain their personal benefit. Similarly, the next one is their paternalistic style. Paternalistic style means prescribed and guide. This style was also added to the grid before 99. In the power to change, it was redefined to alternate between 19 and 91 location on the grid. Manager using this style praise and support but discourages challenges to their thinking. See, paternalistic style means you can change the alternative of country club style 19 to 91 as and when needed. See, as a manager, I am very much concerned about production and I will try to achieve this by praise and support of the people. And how I am going to get the praise and support of the people? By doing certain welfare measures to them. But while doing so, somebody may question me, somebody may challenge me. I am a popular leader by which I am offering various welfare measures to the employees, but in the same time I will not take any kind of criticism. I will not take any kind of challenges to the way I operate. So that type of leadership is called as your paternalistic style. So 5 fixed leadership styles are there: impoverished, producer varies, middle of the road, team and country club. Apart from these 5 types of managerial, another 2 style, the opportunistic style, as per the situation adapt to a particular style in order to gain personal benefit, and paternalistic style. Paternalistic style means I should always support and praise the employees, do welfare for them, but once I am challenged, I am not happy with the people. Once I am questioned, once somebody will ask me any kind of welfare means, then I am going not to support them. I will be focusing, I will shift my focus towards production style. So that paternalistic style means more commanding in nature. They will not accept any kind of criticism or any kind of challenges. They will provide certain items, certain benefit to the employees, but nobody can challenge them. If somebody is challenging, they will become against that particular person. So today's class will be stopping here. God bless you all. In next class we will continue our discussion. Thanks a lot. Thank you.